As an actor, I really want to work with Paul Thomas Anderson. From Boogie Nights through to There Will Be Blood, he blows my mind in terms of he's just doing things in a completely different way to everybody else. So
a lot of freedom for the actors.
Yeah, I spoke to Joaquin Phoenix about it, and after he did The Master.
Love that movie.
Yeah, and he was just enthusing about the process, and and just being able to go to places that you wouldn't necessarily think about, and just be different and try to be different and be bold and be prepared to be bold and not worry about whether it works or not. Let the director have that stuff. You just go on your journey and then they have to cut it.
Talk about a sense of play with his films too.
Exactly.
One of the things that I love about the performances in his movies is no matter how dramatic they get, there always seems to be a slight sense of play
Absolutely
on the part of
right.
the actors.
I completely agree.
And I love that.
And as a director, I've got a long-term dream to direct Anna in something because we have a shorthand and an understanding, and I truly think she's one of the most phenomenal actresses on the planet. I don't know if anybody ever got to see the film Margaret.
Sorry. I've seen it several. I love Margaret. It's just, sorry, guys.
There's a film called Margaret that Kenny Lonergan wrote and directed with Matt Damon, Matthew Broderick, Mark Ruffalo, Jean Reno, great cast. Anna's the lead. It's a film that, just Google it, it's an extraordinary story. It took 7 years to come to fruition. It's a remarkable performance. Possibly one of the great female performances of all time, in my opinion. It kind of disappeared because of the story, and it's 3.5 hours long, but I think she's extraordinary in it.
It's a travesty what happened to her performance in that movie.
It's an amazing story. It's actually become a court case. It's become a case in law, this film, because of what the fight between the producer and the director. It's worth a Google. You guys probably will remember, if anybody didn't see True Blood but is watching American Horror Story, there's an actor called Denis OHare. Denis is one of my best friends, and I directed him in season 5. My first episode that I directed of True Blood was in season 5. And I had this sequence with Denis where he just blew my mind. And I'd been working with him as an actor, but then I was working with him as a director, and we because we love each other so much, I think that there's an understanding there of allowing somebody to play. And so I said, I was sitting behind the monitors, just amazed at what he was coming up with. And I said, I want to direct him. I want to direct him in my first feature. That's who I want to trust, and trust me with my first feature. So we have a project that hopefully we're going to be shooting in April, which is called Columbia, and Denis has written it, and it's a true story about his family, and he's playing himself. And yeah, it's quite a dark, small, little indie film, and Brian Dennehy will be playing Dennis's father. So honestly, I'd work with Denis forever. I think he's extraordinary, and I'm going to hopefully use one of my friends who was a DP on True Blood, and get all our gang together, and whether we end up making it with a huge budget or with iPhones, we will make the film.